RBI क्विज 2014 प्रस्तुत करता रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया।
Hello and a warm welcome to each and every one of you. You're with me, Pig Brain, yet again here today on Doordarshan. And you're watching RBI Q 2014. In the last couple of weeks, you watched two fantastic semi-finals from the western and eastern regions of India. Raipur and Jamshedpur going into the national final. Here today, we are with four outstanding champions from the northern zone of India. For a quiz started by the Reserve Bank of India, which has traversed across 62 locations, organizing quizzes in each one of these cities of the country, over 10,000 students being touched by this initiative. The objective, to get young India to be acquainted with better practices in terms of banking, finances, perhaps investment, and if they build these strong foundations and be more prudent about their money management, we would have a more robust future as a country. That is the vision of this quiz, to build a better nation, to build a better India. But in this quest to teach our children about finance, money, banking, outside of their classrooms, we've actually started encountering how good and how well acquainted our young minds are in terms of subjects that we believe they don't know too much about. Sometimes we could be so wrong. This quiz would perhaps make you understand that. Here today, we've got four fantastic teams from a region that has thrown up really good champions. We'll pick action by first taking a look at who these four finalists are. On my far right, qualifying as our first finalist here today, representing Meerut, our Translam Academy, and representing them, we've got Sashank Tyagi and Shubham Bhargava. Welcome to the two of you. Let me start with the two of you, Sashank and Shubham. What do you want to become in life? What's your ambition? Do you have a thought about your future as yet?
Well, I want to take your place. I want to be a quiz master.
Too many people over the last 3 weeks wanting to make me jobless. For the moment, we'll move across to Shubham. Yes?
I want to stay with Doordarshan till my life ends because I want to be a news anchor.
Well, you got a quiz master, you've got a news anchor. As we move across to our second team and welcome the two of you, can we hear it for them? Translam Academy from Meerut. Welcome to you too. As we move across to our second team here today in the final, from the extremely important city of Varanasi now for India, a lot of attention has been on that city in the last year, so also at an RBI Q. Qualifying from there, the Sunbeam School, representing them, Anand Kumar Rohitja. Welcome to you too. And how does the future look for the two of you? What's in your mind? Go ahead.
Even I want to be a quiz master.
All right. We've got a whole profession unfolding, which is good because we need more quiz masters in our country. Yes?
We together will be in the same company, in the same group.
Oh, you now want to start a quizzing company?
Yeah.
All
Once we
right.
get graduated.
Can I leave? All right. It's really nice that kids want to grow up to be quiz masters. It's good because it's the only profession which pays you to read. So it's a nice thing to do in your life if you're a quizzing company employee. As we move across to our left, to perhaps and arguably one of India's most beautiful of cities, Chandigarh. Representing them, Bhavans Vidyalay from the North Zone, we have with us Abhijit Singh and Madhav Nair. Welcome to the two of you. And what do you guys aspire to be?
So I want to be an IAS officer.
An IAS officer in the making. Wonderful. And you?
Sir, I want to pursue a degree in law and serve my country.
You want to pursue a degree in law and then serve the country.
In whatever form the country gives me the opportunity to do so.
All right, which was nice. And moving across to our final team here today, the lone lady on stage with the young boy Ankit. Chitra and Ankit representing NK Bagrodia from our national capital, Delhi. Welcome to the two of you. And what do you see yourselves as in the future? Ankit, with you.
I want to become an IAS officer.
All right, you got a lot of civil servants aspiring here, which is nice. Chitra, how about you?
I'd rather be in intelligence as a translator of Farsi.
All right, that's different. And 4 teams here on stage. From here, the winner moves into the national final. So it's going to be a tight battle, as it has been over the last couple of weeks. For now, it's time to pick action. On the first frontier with the 4 teams battling for that one coveted slot in the national final. Time to pick action on the first frontier. Time for them to mint on them. Here it comes. Mint them is an early start for our quiz where you could mint in a few points into your own kitty. The game is played as follows. We go clockwise, starting with Translam, moving across to Bagrodia from Delhi. 10 points, the value of a right answer, whoever gets it right, irrespective of whether it's a direct or on a pass. What you would get on your screen is a clue or a question, along with a few boxes. The boxes indicate the number of letters in your answer, as is illustrated on the example coming up on your screen now. A summary of financial assets and liabilities of a business would have this many boxes. The answer, of course, is as simple as a balance sheet. The example also illustrates how easy the questions will not be. If you are ready, and we go clockwise, starting with Translam Academy. Question number 1, coming up for you on your screen now. The currencies pound and lira derive their name from this Roman unit of measure for weight. What is this that they get their term or name from? A 5-letter word as an answer. 5 to 10 seconds of time is your opportunity. Translam Academy waiting for you.
Ounce.
Ounce. O-U-N-C-E. Passing you to Sunbeam from Varanasi.
Carrot.
Carrot, as in K-A-R-A-T. C-A-R-A-T. Passing you, Bhavan's Vidyalay.
Dinar.
Dinar, to a pound and a lira. Passing you, moving across to Bagrodia from Delhi.
Pass.
Well, no clue on that one. Is Delhi the first one getting past all our 4 North Zone teams? The answer is simple. The word is Libra. Libra is a measure of weight. It gives rise to the word lira from Libra and pound as a root word. Here's the second one coming up with none of the teams cracking the first one. Sunbeam from Varanasi. On your screen, your question. Puddinhead Wilson got it right. October. This is one of the peculiarly dangerous months to speculate in stocks. The others are July, January, September, April, November, May, March, June, December, August, and February. Interestingly enough, the theory that October is a month when markets are down is named after which writer who cheekily said every month can be dangerous? Question to you. It's named after a famous writer. That markets can always be predictable, always unpredictable. Which great writer made this remark?
Adam Smith.
Adam Smith, great writer. I would have said economist. On my near left, Bhavans from Chandigarh. a very famous writer. 4,5. Passing you, taking too long. Can I? Moving across to Delhi.
Mark Twain.
You got to answer a little louder into your mic.
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain said October is bad and so are the other 11 months. Plus 10 to you. Plus 10 to Delhi. The witty Mark Twain had his own way of describing market uncertainty. Well, on my near left, Bhavan's Vidyalaya Chandigarh will face the third question. Coming up on your screen, here we go. The symbol first appeared in the 1770s. It was in a manuscript of documents of business dealings and is derived from an abbreviated form of a peso. What symbol am I describing?
Dollar.
The dollar sign actually originated and got abbreviated from a peso.
Yes, sir.
P
The P and S
raised to the power
combined.
S.
PS to the power S.
The P and S combined and then the dollar was formed.
Plus 10. They get that right. They also know the explanation. Perfect 10. As we move across to Delhi, they've got a 10 on a pass, so they would want to get a 10 on their direct question. Coming up on your screen now. The stock of a nationally well-known company with a long track record of profit, growth, and consistent dividend payments, and a reputation of having good quality management, products, and services, is normally referred to as a dash stock or a dash company. What two words describe these respected corporations with good financial practices?
Is it Bull Beer?
Is it a bull bear company? Well, passing you, moving across on that, Translam.
We were thinking of the same.
You were thinking of the same answer, bull bear company. Sunbeam.
Tata Sons.
Woo. I'm talking of any organization. The Tatas will be happy to hear that answer. But passing you, the Tatas would be a good example of that. But that's not the answer. As we move across to Bhavans, it's a term that I'm looking for. I just get a feeling the teams are going to kick themselves on this. None of the teams cracking it here today. Unless you're making an attempt, you're not. Well, all of them are really going to say, ooh, on this one. The answer is sometimes very simple. This time, it's a blue chip company. Well, you say blue chip stocks, you say blue chip company. Well, these are companies which have a fantastic track record in the way they are managed and the kind of finances that they have consistently delivered. Very, very early days in our semi-final here today. And the semi-final starting very differently. Two teams on 10 apiece, two teams get to score. A sort of a sedate start to our third semi-final. Every semi-final seems to start differently. But for the moment, we need to take a break. On the other side, all the action from the northern semi-final. We'll be back with you in just a moment. Stay with us.
Now, this is a fantastic opportunity for both the Reserve Bank and Doordarshan to reach many young minds across the country and to get them excited about the issues of currency, finance, and economics. And I'm very glad that the Reserve Bank is working on this venture with Doordarshan. It's been a fantastic effort, 10,000 students, 62 cities. And I think what you see in the outcomes is the diversity of India and the capabilities of students in every part of the country. So I'm very glad we're participating in this effort, and I thank Doordarshan for being a partner.
किस्मत मेरी खुल गई।
क्या बात है बाबूजी, बहुत खुश लग रहे हैं।
अरे ईमेल आई है, मेरी $50,000 की लॉटरी लगी है, देख।
अच्छा,
बस मुझे इंटरनेट बैंकिंग आईडी और अकाउंट का पासवर्ड भेजना है, सारा पैसा मेरे अकाउंट में आ जाएगा। देख देख।
बाबूजी आजकल कोई मुफ्त की एक कप चाय नहीं पिलाता। फिर अनजान लोग किसी को इतना पैसा क्यों देंगे? ये सब धोखा है, जालसाजी है। ऐसे ईमेल और एसएमएस से सावधान रहें। अपनी बैंकिंग की गुप्त जानकारी कभी किसी को ना दें।
मुंह के कोने में प्रॉब्लम है। तुम फ्लेक्सिबल कलाइयों के साथ बैट्समैन की सफाई करते हो ना? दांतों की सफाई के लिए फ्लेक्सिबल गर्दन चाहिए, इसकी तरह।
गया
ज्यादातर प्रॉब्लम्स मुंह के कोने में शुरू होती हैं। नए कोलगेट सुपर फ्लेक्सी की फ्लेक्सिबल गर्दन मुंह के मुश्किल कोने में पहुंचकर पूरे मुंह की सफाई करे। नया कोलगेट सुपर फ्लेक्सी।
कभी उंगली पकड़कर किसी ने हमें दुनिया दिखाई थी, आज हमारी बारी है।
पापा, हाय, जरा हाथ देना।
क्या कह रही?
पेश है एयरटेल वन टच इंटरनेट, सिर्फ एक टच में इंटरनेट।
एक नोट ने कहा था, मेरी रंगत तो देखो, सातों रंग पहनता हूं, मेरा चेहरा उठाओ ना, बड़ी बारीक बातें हैं, छू के देखो नक्श मेरे। छुपाया कुछ नहीं मैंने, लिखा है सब लकीरों में। पहिए हैं न पंख हैं, पैसा चलता रहता है। नजर जो तेज रखते हैं वो सब कुछ ताड़ लेते हैं। जरा सा पास तो बैठो, तुम्हें पूरी तरह देखूं। जरा सी रोशनी डालो, नजर धोखा न खा जाए। ये मेरी नब्ज है देखो, ये नोट ने कहा था। सब कुछ तो परखते हो, मुझे भी परखने की एक आदत बना लो। पैसे की भाषा सुनिए, क्योंकि पैसा बोलता है।
कभी उंगली पकड़कर किसी ने हमें दुनिया दिखाई थी, आज हमारी बारी है।
पापा, हाय, जरा हाथ देना।
क्या कह रही?
पेश है एयरटेल वन टच इंटरनेट, सिर्फ एक टच में इंटरनेट।
ये मौसम पकोड़े मिल जाते तो मजा आ जाता। कहने में हिचकिच।
खिच दूर करो। आपके हाथों से बने हो तो और मजा आएगा।
जैसी भी खिचकिच, बोलो बिना हिचकिच।
मुंह के कोने में प्रॉब्लम है। तुम फ्लेक्सिबल कलाइयों के साथ बैट्समैन की सफाई करते हो ना? दांतों की सफाई के लिए फ्लेक्सिबल गर्दन चाहिए, इसकी तरह।
गया
ज्यादातर प्रॉब्लम्स मुंह के कोने में शुरू होती हैं। नए कोलगेट सुपर फ्लेक्सी की फ्लेक्सिबल गर्दन मुंह के मुश्किल कोने में पहुंचकर पूरे मुंह की सफाई करे। नया कोलगेट सुपर फ्लेक्सी।
एक बंगला बने।
बहुत खुश हो, क्या बात है?
बताऊंगी, पहले अपना ईमेल आईडी और पासवर्ड दो ना।
क्यों? लॉटरी लग गई है क्या?
आपको कैसे पता?
मुझे तो इसके आगे का भी पता है।
सच?
तुम्हें ईमेल आई होगी कि हजारों डॉलर्स की लॉटरी लगी है।
हाँ।
तुम्हारा इंटरनेट बैंकिंग आईडी और पासवर्ड मांगा होगा ताकि पैसे तुम्हारे बैंक अकाउंट में डाल सकें।
अंतर्यामी।
एकदम बुद्धू।
हाँ?
ये सब धोखा है, जालसाजी है। कभी ऐसे ईमेल्स या एसएमएस के चक्कर में ना आए।
दोस्तों, नए वर्ष की शुरुआत हो चुकी है।
मुझे अपनी बना ले कॉमेडी के साथ ये भी काम करूंगा।
हमें काले हैं तो क्या हुआ, दिल वाले हैं।
डॉक्टर साहब, मेरी तो अभी शादी भी नहीं हुई, बच्चा कहाँ से रह जाएगा?
5 रुपया 12 आना।
क्या कहा? हमारी जेल में सुरंग? यहाँ कैदी जेल में सुरंग बना रहे हैं।
वेरी वेरी हैप्पी न्यू ईयर टू ऑल ऑफ यू।
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching RBI Q 2014. Here today on Doordarshan, a unique initiative for India created by the Reserve Bank of India. Here today, in the northern semi-final of this quiz, 4 teams battling hard, no one really running away with the quiz as yet. Here's RBI quotient on your screens. 2 teams on 10 apiece from Delhi and Chandigarh. 2 teams I'm sure will score shortly from Meerut and Varanasi. For now, we move on to the second frontier of our battle here today. Time for a few banking basics. Coming up on your screen now. On banking basics, we are going to go anti-clockwise, which means we will start with Delhi and go across to Meerut. 10 remains the value of an answer. The passing sequence changes. On banking basics, you'll get 6 topics on your screen. There you are. And you could choose your favorite subject. You get a plus 10 if you get it right. You can't repeat a subject chosen by another team. If you are ready, N.K. Bagrodia from Delhi, what's your choice?
India.
India. Passionate, straight out, India for you. Here we go. This is a famous shloka. It means Dharma sustains comfort. Artha sustains Dharma. Artha is protected in an orderly kingdom, and a self-controlled king creates such a kingdom. This was the famous description of Chanakya, and this, in the modern context, was recited by someone in 2014 to launch a yojana for India. Who and what? Big news in India.
Narendra Modi and Jan Dhan Yojana.
Narendra Modi
and the Jan Dhan Yojana.
The Jan Dhan Yojana was started by quoting this shloka.
Yeah.
Delhi will get Mr. Modi right. Plus 10! As we move across to our second team, India turns green. So you can choose from the remaining 5. Bhavans Vidyalay, Chandigarh.
2014.
On 2014, here is your question. Sworn in on the 3rd of February 2014, this lecturer from the London School of Economics and Political Science became the first woman to hold this position, succeeding Ben Bernanke. Big news in the world. Powerful lady, an academic from the London School of Economics and Political Science. Succeeded Ben Bernanke. Passing you. Varanasi, moving across to you on my right.
Naina Lal Kidwai. Naina Lal Kidwai.
Naina Lal Kidwai, moving across to Meerut.
Indra Nui.
Indra Nui, moving across to Delhi. Hands off the mic.
Janet Yellen, the Federal Bank Chief.
Janet Yellen.
Yeah, right.
You're absolutely right.
Absolutely sure.
Plus 10. Plus 10. Delhi seemed to have a range of answers from Mr. Modi to Ms. Janet Yellen. They've covered it all. As we go across on my right, Sunbeam from Varanasi, your topic of preference.
People.
People is your choice. People it is. Here we go. Who is this absolutely famous personality?
PC Mahala Nobis.
Plus 10. Well, turned out to be simple for them. But I'm glad people know people like the great Mahalanobis, a man who played a very integral role in the 5-year plans in the history of our country. As we move across on our right, we've got Translam from Meerut. What's your subject of choice?
Women.
Women is your choice. Here we go. This former executive director of the Punjab National Bank has a current role which involves being CMD of a bank which provides, among many other facilities, Shringar Beauty Parlour Loan, Annapurna Catering Service Loan, Parvarish Child Care Centre Loan. Who is this lady, or which bank does she head?
Does she head BMB? That's Bharatiya Mahila Bank.
You quite don't know her name. You know her name? You don't. But you're saying she heads the Bharatiya Mahila Bank. I said who or what she heads, plus 10 to you. Plus 10 to you on that effort. Usha Ananta Subramaniam is her name. The quiz is not only about answering, it's also about learning things together. So that's a bit of a learning for them here. Fiction and institution not being taken by any of our teams. I thought as school kids they would choose fiction as our choice board turns to the colors of India, saffron, white and green. And we move on to the next frontier, after which we will take a look at where the teams stand. Time to move on to the buzzers as well as we pick up action on the next frontier and play the Banker's Bank. Here it comes. It's a round where the teams come reasonably well prepared. It's one of those rounds where the boundaries are defined. Well, they've all got their hands on the buzzer and started pressing them as well. Well, early days of nerves in a sense. Rules of the game. 4 questions, common to the 4 teams on stage. Plus 10 if you get it right, minus 5 if you get it wrong. Visuals would appear on your screen and I would supplement it with some information. However, if you press the buzzer, before I start speaking,